Welcome everybody to another Big Brain Puzzles. I am MBW, the Megabit Warrior, and today we are going to be playing Strange Boxes from Abraham Rosenschein. I feel like every time I try to pronounce somebody's name, I butcher it. I apologize because I know these guys are like super great setters, and I don't mean to mess up your name. The name is on the screen. You guys definitely should check out this puzzle. I'm gonna go through the rules really quick. If you guys haven't seen Big Brain Puzzles, you can play along with the puzzle, and I'll show you in a second how to do that. But let's go through the rules in case you want to play. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So that means every column, every row, and every grid that is within this Sudoku puzzle has the digits 1 through 9, and they cannot repeat. A pink line contains a set of non-repeating consecutive numbers in any order. So there's only 2 of them. So basically, it has to be consecutive. So that means there's 8 digits right here. So that means there has to be a consecutive number of 8 digits in any order. So this could be 1, this could be 2, this could be 3, this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as it has consecutive numbers all the way across the line. All right, adjacent cells along a green line must have a difference of at least 5. So this is a German whisper, which, by the way, I just want to point out, the last puzzle that I did, I accidentally, for some reason, heard Renban as a German whisper. And so there was actually one solution to the puzzle. My bad. Renban is what these are, the consecutive. Oops. Anyways, my ADD is going everywhere. Let's go back to what I was saying. Green lines. So they have a difference of at least 5. So if this is, let's just say it's 4. Or maybe that's a bad example. Let's just say this is 4. Then that means that the only digit that this can be is 9, because that's 5 away, and there's no other digits that can be more than that. And then that can be 9 as well, because it's 4, 9, 9. But it has to be at least 5. So if this was a 1, then this can be a 6, it could be a 7, it can be an 8, it could be a 9. So just keeps on going back and forth between high and low cells, usually. All right, so cells that are joined by a V sum to 5, which we only have 1 there, so that has to equal 5. For each line type, all cells that change direction and all cells that go straight have the same polarity. Let me say that again. For each line type, all cells that change direction and all cells that go straight have the same polarity, although the white cell is exempt from this rule. So from what I'm gathering, if it's a straight line, it has the same parity. Are we talking about like parity as in like high digits, low digits, or odd and even? I guess we'll have to figure that out. My guess, though, yeah. My guess, because this is like straight line, and this bends, so it's a different direction. This bends, so it's a different direction. This bends, so it can't be high-low because this is on a German whisper, so it's going to go high-low anyways. So that means that it is talking about polarity as far as odd and even. So, or parity, sorry. I said polarity. Parity, odd and even. Okay. So straight lines have the same parity through every line type. For each line type. Okay, we'll see if that's true. I don't know if it's the same like if this is the same as this or if it's all greens are the same, but we'll figure that out. All right, the solver must determine which parity applies to which cells in which line type. So yeah, I think it is different based on the line type. Okay, is that all the rules? All right, cool. All right, so the puzzle is in the description. So if you want to play along, if you want to pause this video and do the puzzle yourself, or or just watch me, try to figure this out and see how fast I can do it. However you want to do this, it's great. This is what Big Brain Puzzles is all about. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into it, and let's start solving. All right, so I believe we need to start where the V is, because basically this is going to be a low digit because it has to equal 5. So the digits here have to be 1 through 4, because it can't be 5, because it can't be 5 plus 0, right? So because of that, we know that, let's label the lows as like blue. You can't even see it because of the yellow. It's going to go across where it's going to go low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, because it has to be 5 digits over there. So let's go ahead and highlight all of those, and then we'll do the low ones with pink. All right, so all the pink ones are high numbers, so I'm just going to go ahead and label those for us. And then all the blue ones are the 1, 2, 3, 4, the low numbers. So I can already tell you right here that since this is connecting to like all these, this cannot be 4, because then all these have to be 6. Can't have the same number in a grid, so definitely not 4. And if it's a 3, that means it can only be an 8 and a 9, so definitely not that. If it's a 2, it can only be 7, 8, 9. So it has to be 1, because then you can have 6, 7, 8, 9 on those. So this is definitely a 1. And then 1 plus 4 is 5. So bam, bam. All right. Okay. So let's go back to. Oh, I guess I forgot to label that one. Let's go back to the thing. It says same parity depending on the line type. Yeah, it's type. So let's not color these, because we probably want to do like straight lines. There's no more straight lines. Well, wait, it is about line type, right? So, and then these ones bend. All right. Let's make the pink ones either odd or even. And then the ones that bend, and let me just make sure that these are all bending. They're all bending, 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 bending. Okay. Or all like that. Okay. Okay. So this is good to see, because again, we know like these go back and forth between like high, low, high, low. But the interesting part of this is like we already have 3 in this row that have to be a certain, even or odd. So let's just say, for example, this is even. Let's just say it's even. If it's even, then that means there's only one more even on any of these. I'm wondering if we need to label these ones now that I'm looking at that. Actually, let's do that really quick. So we don't know the line type just quite yet. Or not the line type. The, like, if it's going to be straight lines are matching the straight lines, or straight lines are the bending ones. I'm not sure. So we have to do this in different colors. So let's maybe do green for the straight, and then the bendies, let's do red maybe. So, like, say for example, if this is even, this cannot be even, because then there would be 5 digits. It can be odd. Yeah, it can be odd. So phooey. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go back here. So I just want to kill some numbers, because I know this can't be 4, because then 9 has to go on both of these. It's on the same row, so that can't be 4. Could be 8, 9, so I'm going to leave that there. 2, 3, meaning there can't be a 1 in it to get a 6. So 6s can't go here. If it's a 2, it could work. If it's a 3, it could work. Okay. Here, I feel like it still can't be a 4, because the 4 would see these as 9. So this can't be a 4. This could be a 4, because 9 and 9, 9 and 9. So both of these can be 4, which is cool. Okay. All right. What about, I guess because this 1 is here, you can still have 6 be on any of these. If 1 is here, you can still have 6. Though 6 can't be here, because then you would have to have 1 on both of these, so this can't be 6. All right. I guess that's it. I was thinking that we were like possibly going to have more to that. All right. Okay. So we know wait. I think I found it. So because these can't be 4, the 1 and 3 have to be here, because I mean, so the blues can't be even, because if the blue is even, then this would have to be a 2. But then this can't be a 2 because it's in the same column. So the blues are odd. Just want to kind of fix it up like that. Bam, look at that. Oh, so good. Okay, so that means that this is not a 7-9, because 7-9s are seeing that. So no 7-9. No 7-9 for the same reason. Nice. Look how like clean that looks. Looks perfect. I love it. So having the 1, 3 here sees this and it sees this. So say for example, the 1, 3 cannot be here. So the 1 and 3 have to be in here somewhere. Meaning this is, because it has to be consecutive. If it has a 1, that means it has to be 1 through 8. So this is never going to have a 9 in it. So in other words, this has to have a 9 right here. Meaning our 9 is going to be somewhere down here. And then our 9s are going to be somewhere right there. But I'm not going to label that just quite yet. But good to know. It's 1, 3. What else? Oh, because the line type is the same, these have to be odd as well. So I'm going to clean it up in a second, but I'm just going to put all the possible things and then clean it up. So, all right. So these are all going to be this, right? 1 is seeing this. This 1, 3 is seeing these. The 7, 9 are seeing those, so that can never be 7, 9. And I think that's it for right now. We're going to clean it up in a little bit more in just a moment. But first, I want to label these ones too. So these have to be even. So this has to be, and I'll clean it up in a second because I know the 4 is going to pop up saying, no, don't do it. But the 4 is seeing that. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can clean it up a little bit more. So if this was a, oh wait, why do we have 5 in here? What in the world? 5s cannot be on a German whisper, guys. Sorry, I was putting even numbers and I was like, 5 is even numbers, odd numbers. I was putting odd numbers and I was like, 5 is an odd number, but you can't have odds on a 5 on a German whisper because 5 minus 5 is 0, 5 plus 5 is 10. That's definitely not 1 through 9. All right, so, okay, so 3 works because we can have 8, 9. What about the 6? 6 does not work because then you would have to have 1 here. So no. Same thing here. No. 4 does not work because same thing. This would have to be a 9. This would have to be a 9. So no. Now we have a 2, 8 pair right here, which is excellent. And 2, 8 pair. I guess 3, it can never, oh wait, no, it can't be a 3. Because 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay. Okay, good to know. All right, let's see if we can clean it up more over here. I think the same reason for the 4 here. Same reason for the 6 here. So we got another 2, 8 pair right here. So if it was a 7, I can't do anything here. Because, like, 3 is only away from there, so this can never be a 7. Is that the same thing over here? Let me see. 7. I guess you can do a 1 still. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Let's see. So now that we have that, now I can see how the polarity is going to be. because right now we were looking at like, sorry, not polarity. We were looking at the odd even. Now we need to treat it like a German whisper. So this is going to be low. Perfect. This is going to be high. So 3 can't be there. If this is high, that means this needs to be low. If this is low, that means this needs to be high. So that's a 8. That's a 2. And then this needs to be high. So here, kind of same thing, low. That means this is high. That means this is low. That means this is high, so no 1, 2. 1, 3 I meant. Since this is high, this needs to go low. But this 7 right here is can't be a 3. It could be a 1. That still works. Okay. All right. So there we go. And then yep, high, low, high, low. Perfect. Okay. So this 2, we know that the 2 has to be in here somewhere. So this is where our 2 is going to go. So it's either going to be here or here. What else can go right here, just so I can label them? 3, 5, 2. Okay. All right. I was just trying to think, like, can I figure this one out? Not quite yet. Well, okay. Well, let's get back to that in a second. Okay. So 1 has to go here because this 1 is seeing that. This 3 is seeing that. Not quite. Sixes is seeing that, so 6 is here. Seven, 9 has to go here. This can't have an 8. Oh wait, no, it does have an 8. My bad. Sorry. This can't have a 9, which we already saw. Oh, actually, wait. The 9 sees that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now that I have these digits there, we know that this can't be a 3, so this is going to be a 1. And then since, again, this has a 7, that can't be a 3, so it has to be a 1. Okay. So now we have more to deal with over here. To 9, 9. Okay. All right, clean some stuff up because everything is pretty groovy now. All right. Okay. So we have a lot of 1s here, so we can say that the 1s are going to go up here. Ooh, check that out. So the 1, since we said that it can't be any of these, now we know that this is the digits 2 through 9. So that means that this, since the 8 is seeing that, 8 is seeing that, we know that the 8 for sure is right here. 8 is right there. So this is an 8 because of those. The 9 can go anywhere right here. Can't go right here because the 9's seeing that. 7 is definitely here somewhere. Just so I don't lose track of the 7s and the 9s. I didn't mean to put 9 right there. Sorry. I meant to put 7. I was just saying it out loud and I confused myself. All right. Okay. That looks good. Okay. So let's get back to this. The 8. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll still label it. So since this 8 is right here, this 8 is seeing this right here, we know that the 8 is going to be somewhere right here. Same thing is going to happen with here. Since we know that the 8 is here, it's not going to be there. So the 8 is going to be here. Oh, and it gives us this. Oh, wait, can the 8 be here? Oh, it can. Right, let me do that again. 8 has to be in here. Thus, it has to be there. Okay. I was hoping that was going to be this because then it would have told us those over there, but dang. Dang it. All right. Wait. This can never be 3, huh? Because this is a 7, 9, it has to be, like, 1 has to be a 9, 1 has to be a 7. But that means it can never be a 3 because the 3 is only 4 digits away from 7. So this is always a 2. Always a 2. Just going to put 2 over here. Bloop. Bloop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop. Let's just put a 2 right there. All right. So 2 is going to go somewhere right here. No idea. I'm just labeling it. All right. So 9. 9 is going to go somewhere here, but we know it's not here, so there. Oh, wait. The 9s are saying this. That means 9 has to go here. So 9 has to be this one. Perfect. All right. So 9 works out with both of those so far. All right. I'm happy about that. What about 7? 7 is seeing all this, so we know 7 has to be somewhere in here, which means 7 does not go here. 7 is going to be somewhere here. But 7 is seeing this, so that can never be 7, so this is our 7. Meaning the 8 is actually down here on this lower row, so this is no longer an 8, this is a 6. Guess not no longer. It was never an 8. Just kidding. All right, but since this is a 6, we can't have a 3 here, so this is a 1, meaning this is our 3 up here. And because there's a 3, this is our 9, because it can't have a 7, because that's only 4 away from 7 to 3, which means this is our 7, because now it works out with the 5 rule. So that's a 9, that's a 7. Perfect. All right, so we know the 3 is here. Cool. Since we know this is a 7, it can't be a 3, so this is a 1, this is a 3. And so we know the 1s are here, so that's a 1. All right. Excelente. All right, so 9 goes here. Ooh, so that means the 2 that goes right here needs to do that. Love it, love it. All right, 9, 9. So that means 9 has to go in one of these. However, this 9 is seeing this, so this is our 9. Meaning 9's right here. Meaning the 2 is right here. So the 2 there, 2 right there. I think we might have finished the 2's. We did. We finished the 2's. Did we finish the 9's too? Oh my God. It makes me happy. Don't you love to see it? Okay. Cool. So this puzzle's going pretty well then. Okay. Knock on wood. I just jinxed myself. Okay. So 3. 3 is seeing this, so the 3 has to go here. Meaning the 3 has to go in here. Surprised that there's no other thing blocking that. So yeah, 3s are still to be desired in this this one. 5s are too. I don't have a. Do I not have any 5s listed out? Oh wow, I don't have any 5s. All right, so we'll definitely have to go through 5s in a moment. Okay, but let's see 6. So I know we have 6. 6 was going there. We weren't sure with the 6 there. 6 does have to go here in one of these. Yeah, I think that's all I have about that. Okay. What about 8? 8 is seeing this. So 8 is right here. 8 is seeing all this. So we know that 8s are here. Oh, okay, okay. So because the 8 is seeing that, that means there's no 8 in this row. And because we have the 8 seeing this, all the 8s are right here, so nothing in this row. So that means the 8 has to be in this row in the middle, meaning this is our 8. Cool. Cool. All right. I think that's it for 8s for right now. Yeah. What about 1s? Are we almost finished with that? Okay, we just need the 1s here and then 1s here. Okay. That's all we have. 4. We know that there has to be a 4 in here. I can't. This could still be a 4 here. I almost want to label this being a 4. Same thing there. Could be any. Could be any. Because we know that there still needs to be 4 here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know why I'm labeling those like in this column. I know that it has to be either a 5 or 6. Yeah, 5s are still to be desired. Okay. Let's move on to 7s. 7 we had right there. Ooh. So that means our 7s need to be listed out right there. 7 is seeing all that. Yeah, it's not really giving us too much. I think the one thing, though, is since 7 is seeing this, and this 7 is seeing this, like we know that 7 has to be in this row. So that means there cannot be a 7 here. here. So that means the 7 has to go here. Meaning the 7s do have to go in one of these two spots. Okay. That actually was really helpful. I was trying to see like what number is going to be over here, but I think this number has to be the same as this one. It's probably a 3, but I don't know for sure, so I can't quite label it right now. So we know that 6 has to be in here. This 6 is seeing this, so 6 does have to be somewhere here. Oh my god! You know what I forgot? I'm doing this all like Sudoku wise. I forgot that we need to figure out what the parity is like on this. But as you can see, we have them labeled. So this has to be an even. Like these have to be even. The red ones. So if the red ones are even, then we know for sure that this is 4 because the 2, 6, 8 is in there. So this is 4. My god. This was an easier puzzle than I thought. I was just not looking at the other rule set. I was just playing straight Sudoku. I mean, we were doing pretty good in it, but like we didn't need to be. We really didn't need to be. All right. So this has to be a 6 and an 8. So obviously this one's an 8. This one's a 6. Clean it up a little bit. Okay. All right, so this is a 5 and a 3, which is our even. Perfect. All right, so let's come over here, the same thing. So since this has to be even, we know that the 1 over here is going to be down there. 8 is going to go right here. So 8 is up here, definitely. No 7 is going to be there, so 7 is going to be here. I guess let's just clean it up. Yes, 6, 8 are up there. 4, though, could go here. Can't be in any of these, but we know it's up here, so we at least know that the 4 has to be here. All right. Get rid of the 6s. Okay. All right. All right, so 4 can't go here, 4 can't go here, but 4 can go here, so it's definitely not a 4 right here. So this is our 4, meaning this does have to be our 6, 8, so that means down here is going to be our 4. That 4 is seen across the board over here. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a 7. Clean this up a little bit while we're going. See, we almost missed that like one rule set, and like literally that was like the key to everything. Like that could have made things a lot easier if I would have just remembered it at the exact time. But apparently I wanted to play it on hard mode and didn't want to be easy on myself, you know? Like, so, I mean, that makes sense. I do that a lot. Try to make it hard mode for us. So anyways, we're doing Sudoku, as you can probably tell. We're just making sure everything is linking up. 5 right here, 3, yep. perfect. And then like if you look, all these are odds. Everything is matching up perfectly. So perfect. So this one is a 3, and I think that's it. Perfect. Solution to the puzzle. No, yeah, I really like that puzzle. That puzzle, I feel like we never lost momentum. Like we kept on going, even though we probably could have did it a bit faster if we would have remembered the rule that I highlighted in red and green, that one of them, like all these have to be odd or all of them have to be even. We have to figure out which one. But once we found the 2 being in the red, because I think that was the first digit that we found, we could have just automatically went, okay, these ones have to be even and these ones have to be odd, and then go through the puzzle. And we would have did this probably 10 minutes earlier than what we did. But we got there using Sudoku. So that was perfect. I really like this puzzle. Strange boxes indeed. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the puzzle. Hopefully you guys did it yourselves. But again, this channel is for playing blind runs on these things, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching another Big Brain Puzzles. Please subscribe. I have other channels too, like the MBW Games, where I play some video games. I have the MBW Sketches, where I do sketch comedy. Awesome content all around the MBW universe. Just check the link on my main channel, and if you go to the channel, you'll see all the links to all the channels. It's great. Hopefully you find something that entertains you. But every other Sunday, we will play another Big Brain Puzzle. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for making your brain big and your puzzles small. I have no idea. I'll workshop that. That was weird. Let's edit that out.